Hello, welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Now, it's very much safe to say that Boom, surprisingly, even though it was written by Stephen Moffat, fell completely flat. Yes, people have not been won over, it would appear, by this new Doctor. Now, we are going to look at the linear ratings. I know what you're going to say, but Rachel, the linear ratings just don't count anymore because of all of this streaming services. Yes, I get it, and I understand that, and I know that they still haven't released a consolidation for the Space Babies episode and the Devil's Cord for the tripe monstrosity that those were. So they are now officially overdue, which makes me think that they're probably going to hide some figures somewhere. But you would have thought that for a writer like Stephen Moffat, people would have come back in their droves, but they just didn't. They were not tempted at all by this brand new episode written by the Moffat man. And the ratings overall were 2.4 million. That's what, 360,000 odd less than the week before. That is a huge, significant drop. Yes, I know. A lot of people say linear viewings just don't matter these days. And I know that people have been saying it is the good weather. However, there were thunderstorms on Saturday sweeping across southern parts of the UK. So I'd have expected at least a rise in ratings if you are going to be blaming the weather. Hi, future Rachel here. So as I was uploading this video, the +7 dropped for the ratings for episode 1 and episode 2. They are for episode 1 4.1 million and for episode 2 3.91 million, bringing episode 1 up to 6.61 million and episode 2 up to 6.31 million as well. I still don't think those are great figures. What do you think? Let me know. Comment below. It's really sad. I actually find it really sad that it's gone from this, the 90% and 65% score for New Who, which is apparently now being considered as classic Who as well, has suddenly dropped. And I know there's not as many episodes, but to this 95% fresh tomato meter and 31% audience score. It is rotten according to the audience. The audiences are just not buying it. If we go here, you can see plenty of one-star reviews. I was excited about the new Doctor and intrigued with the new companion, but the writing on this episode was dull and trite. I was hoping the show was perhaps just having trouble finding its footing, but the second episode was even worse than this one, something I didn't think possible. That was, of course, talking about Space Babies and the Devil's Cord. Currently on Rotten Tomatoes, I can't actually find any reviews for Boom, which is sad because I actually really would like to know generally what the audience think. I know people have been praising Ncuti Gatwa's performance. If you would like to see my review, go and check the video I released previously to that. I have actually reviewed it. I'm just talking about the ratings right now. And to be honest with you, I actually don't think that Doctor Who had that big of a competition, in my opinion. There was nothing essentially competing with it on linear terrestrial television. So when they released it on BBC One, it was released at 10 to 7 on the Saturday and then at 2:15 on BBC One. The competition wasn't that major. Also, obviously, we don't have the iPlayer viewing figures yet. It's a bit of a shame that they can't actually give us those of the initial iPlayer viewing figures, but they haven't. But the only competition, I guess you could say, and I don't really consider this to be competition because I don't like this particular show I'm about to mention, is Britain's Got Talent, which aired at 7:30 and it finished at 10 to 8. And then, of course, it goes on to the 1%. And that was on ITV. ITV really, if you think about it, is the BBC's most major competition. I know we got all these other channels that go with it. I understand that. But it concerns me when on terrestrial viewing, something like Britain's Got Talent only 40 minutes later can pull in 4.10 million. That's over double more than what we've got. So something is clearly amiss. Something is going wrong. I know we don't have the Disney Plus viewings yet, but I'm finding this very interesting. maybe, just maybe, people truly have had enough of the messaging that's going on in Doctor Who. I am watching the series. I want the series to do well. Just to be clear, I wouldn't be making these types of videos if I didn't want it to do well. But they should be open to criticism. I'm open to criticism all the time. I get it a lot on my channel. It happens, and that's the way of the world and what it's got to be. But it's certainly reflecting in the terrestrial viewing figures this week. It certainly fell off a big, big jot. And that's really surprising considering that it was Stephen Moffat that came back to write this special episode. I really thought people would have been interested in what Stephen Moffat would have to write, but clearly not. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't chat about it. Check out my review video of this, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.